all men do this. They could have like the most amazing weekend. I mean, they can meet the president of the United States. They can get a brand new car. They can be on their dream vacation. And then you go to their Instagram and it's like one picture of him and his dog. Like, what? Like, are you hiding something, or you just don't want people to know what you're doing? Someone please explain this to me.
Because we don't care. Okay, we're too busy living our best lives. Okay, we're not relying on likes and follows from complete strangers in order to determine our happiness. Okay, you got to understand, a lot of these modern women, their whole emotion, feelings and happiness is depending on somebody liking their photo. Okay, you're taking 1,000 photos just to get the right angle when you could be actually living your best life in real life.
I used to be a terrible wife the first year of our marriage. So I used to pack my husband's lunch. I still do. I pack his lunch every day. But back then, I would pack his lunch, but if I was mad at him, I wouldn't pack his lunch that day. And I wouldn't even tell him ahead of time. He would get ready to go out the door. Like, he's timed his morning, you know, to leave on time. Get ready to go out the door, sees that there's no lunchbox there. Then he'd have to throw something together really quick in like 2 minutes. That was mean of me. That meant me serving him was conditional. My love for him was conditional on whether or not we were arguing about something. I'm not that wife anymore. I pack his lunch no matter what.
The older I get, the more I realize why older men date women that are significantly younger than them. And only because the women their age would never, ever even glance at them twice. Because now there are men my age that try to approach me and I have to actively withhold the urge to spit on them. But younger me would have just died over them. And it was for stupid reasons, like, oh my god, he's so cool and mature, he has his own apartment. He should, he's 30. I just thought that was such a sign of maturity and being like a real grown-up. But those men were creme de la piss, okay? Like cream of the turds. Just very unimpressive, but I thought that them having like, you know, good jobs was a sign of them being real adults, and they were just little immature baby boys. But yeah, those men are almost always losers. Still think it's gross, but now I see the logic.
Like, what is she talking about here? Okay, if you have a good job and you have your own place, then you're what? Like, you're not mature? Like, what? Like, what is she saying here? So what's the opposite of that? A Ray Ray and Pookie? A guy that's having sex with you like his life depends on it because he needs a warm place to stay? Like, what are we talking about here? I'm confused. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you guys think.
Nothing tops a man actually being a man and letting you be a female. Like, for a long time, I was a little boy. I'm keeping my feelings aside. I'm keeping my heart locked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even dressing up like a girl at this point. At this point, you get what you get. But when you get a man that, nah, I'm driving. When you get a man that, nah, I'm finna cook. When you get a man that like, nah, you get cute and we going out. Like, when you get that type of man, it's over with. Because a man being a man and not being a sassy, almost like girl-like man, it really have you tapping into your feminine side. Like, baby, I done did a little bang. I got the little earrings going. I don't even got piercings right here. Girl, I'm trying to, what? I'm trying to get cute because I got a man. It makes a world of difference. You don't have to tough it up, suck it up no more. You could cry all you want to, baby. I'm a cry baby. I literally fake cried. Like, to my man the other day. Ain't no way. In other words, it's just a breath of fresh air. Throw that little boy away.
I really wanted to agree with what she has to say because, you know, she's saying it with such conviction. But the thing that's really sticking out to me is the fact that she is feminine depending on the guy. Okay, so my thing is, if you're feminine, just be feminine all the time. Okay, be feminine at work, family, friends, grocery store, complete strangers, right? If you're truly feminine, you're always going to be feminine. So what this says to me personally, we are one argument away. Okay, one nasty disagreement, argument away from you bringing out that masculinity. Okay, you are burying that masculinity deep down inside until you hear something that you don't necessarily like. Okay, that's a dangerous situation. And in that argument, you may find out things that you really didn't know about her. Okay, you got to understand, when everything is good in a relationship, you know, everything is good. Okay, you're getting the best version of that person. Okay, I want to know who you really are when your back is against the wall. Okay, who are you really when there's adversity, when there's things that you need to overcome in a relationship? What do you do then?
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside, but no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test, trying to give you a way out, trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.
What do you look for in a guy?
I have a boyfriend, so I look for my boyfriend.
How long now?
A year and a half next week.
Do you think it would work with him long distance?
We're doing long distance, so yeah. I go to Miami, he lives in New Jersey. That's where I'm from.
What's your biggest challenge in a long distance relationship?
Trust and communication.
Where do the trust issues come up?
We have trust. It just took time because it was hard at first. Like going out and like him watching me go out, it's obviously difficult. Going out with different people, drinking, things like that.
Do you guys ever have like discussions about how you dress when you go out?
Occasionally we do have those conversations.
Give me an idea of what's discussed.
Usually he doesn't love sometimes my choice of outfits occasionally, so he just gets a little annoyed, and then we just talk it out, and it's fine.
Do you end up changing for him?
Yeah, if it's... actually not really. Like sometimes, but if I'm already out, I can't really change.
She don't really like you like that, okay? Because if she did, she would change, right? She would have no issues changing, okay? Now they're out here in Miami. She got the twins out, single and ready to mingle.
If you break it down fundamentally, 56% of marriages end in divorce. Like think about, that's the ones that end in divorce. So how many people, what percentage stay together for the kids? Or because they don't want to give away half their shit? Another 10%? That's conservative.
Conservative.
But let's say 20% then, okay?
That's at least right.
You now have a technology that fails 76% of the time. That's insane. That's insane. That's more likely than not. 76%. If I told you there's a 76% chance when you walk out the door today you're going to get hit in the head with a bowling ball, you would not go out, or you'd wear a helmet for sure. But people just continue to get married. Not only do they continue to get married, there's a presumption that you should get married. And if you don't get married, there's something wrong with you. So if you've got a girlfriend and you've been with her for 5 years, and you say to someone, we're getting married, they go, oh, that's great. You know, they don't go, why? You're happy. Why would you get married? Like everything's going fine. Why would you put yourself through that? Why would you run that risk? If you say to someone, we've been together 5 years and we've decided we're not going to get married. We're going to move in together, but we're not going to get married. Ooh, what's wrong? You have intimacy issues? What's your problem? Meanwhile, 56% end in divorce. It's literally fits the legal definition of negligence. It's a negligent behavior. The way you define negligence in law school is when what you lose by not doing something, okay, is lower than the risk of harm. It's what's called a BPL analysis. So the burden of not doing a thing is lower than the likelihood, the probability of harm. So BPL, so burden, probability, and loss. Marriage is an inherently negligent activity. It's like owning a lion. Like the likelihood of someone getting hurt seriously by this is very, very high. No one ever says it to you. Because why? Because, and I would say something, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I still get misty-eyed at weddings. Like I still really, there's something in me that goes like, you know, maybe it'll work out for these two.
Nowadays in the West, women are celebrating getting a divorce. Okay, they're having divorce parties. They're going on TikTok, talking about how liberated and free they are. They're looking forward to a new chapter in life. Okay, they're trying to spin it in a positive light. Meanwhile, you have destroyed lives. If you have children, those children will never be the same. The husband would never be the same. Okay, he's lost everything. He is in financial ruin. And that's why a lot of guys are just simply going their own way. They're walking away because they don't want to deal with the potential of what if. Okay, men today aren't afraid of marriage. They're afraid of divorce. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go ahead and provide me some feedback. And until next time.